I now have another thing I want to go back to before I get into what my
Sure.
other question was to me. But now with that songwriting piece in particular,
Sure.
how has your songwriting changed from your early 20s to late 20s? Has it changed?
Awesome question.
Other than just new life experiences.
Yeah, you know, the content will obviously change, and then like the point of view of the narrative will change as you get older. I mean, I'm like literally like writing music as an aging person. Like I age with my audience. But repeat that one more time because I have the answer. Just say it one more time.
Yeah, how has your songwriting changed from your early 20s to late 20s?
Early 20s, late 20s. This is a stupid because like I feel like the craft of songwriting hasn't changed at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like I still have I do a lot of improvisation. I'm really heavy on improvisation. Like I'm really big on improvisation. I mean, I still use a lot of the same structures I was using in 2014. So I'd say the craft is whatever. And I would like to say the muscle got stronger, but I don't think it got stronger. I think songwriting is one of those things where I kind of got lucky and was like, I'm not naturally good at music by any means, but that was something I was a little naturally good at. But I think the thing I learned was like, it's almost funny. It's like, in my mind, there's the Skrizz songwriting factory, and there's a guy who runs the factory, and there's a bunch of little people that do the actual manual labor. And what I think
You just painted a great visual, by the way.
it's a weird visual,
Keep
yeah.
going.
And what I kind of learned was like, the guy who was running the factory was kind of a pussy back in the day, and like he just didn't know. Or he was just like a stoner. He just showed up when he showed up, or he didn't show up when he didn't show up, and just like he had no control over the factory. And I hate to say factory; it's an awful word, but like.
No, I like the way I.
But
really
like
good visual in my
nowadays,
head.
like. I just say it's confidence. Like it's definitely a confident thing, and I don't mean a cocky thing. It's funny. I think I was probably cockier back in the day, but I actually
Sure.
had less control.
That's usually the case. You're typically cockier when you're more insecure and don't know what you're doing.
Exactly. Like I just kept getting lucky over and over again back in the day. Back in the day, I'd write about 2-3 songs a year. Now I write about 25. So it's like back then I thought it was awesome, but now I'm like, okay, I know how to show up to work and get the factory fucking running. You
All
know?
right, so time out. You just totally contradict yourself. You're
What?
not better since 2014. Yet you went from pumping out 2 to 3 songs a year to 20
I'm saying
plus.
the craft. I don't think the craft got better.
So was it you were just lazier then?
No, I was less in control. The factory runner just
So
wasn't
like
showing.
now you're just more efficient, basically.
Yes, I'd
Okay.
say more efficient.
Gotcha. So you're-
Definitely more efficient. Like I don't let good ideas slip away. I have my systems. I'm in my car writing down lyrics.
Right. You're more of a pro. Before you were like a, you know,
I
you
had
were
no idea
you
what
were
I was
young,
doing.
you
I
were